go ahead and end it right there. Everyone survived. Everyone did all the objectives, and someone did have to accomplish something rather challenging in a dice pool sense. Therefore, I'm going to look at giving away 6 karma as well for this, and we will go ahead and decide who deserves a few awards.
No one did anything to fucking...
Unfortunately, it did end up a little simpler than I imagined, and there was some good luck to it. However, we'll go ahead and go through this process because I plan on doing this one every time that we finish a mission.
I'm a big fan of the explosives. Would easily give us like at least 30 seconds to a minute longer until air HDR came. Maybe even 5 minutes.
In a full disclosure sense, it was 12 and 11 minutes. And things kind of went by a lot faster than that. So you managed to get out in time. But let's go ahead and do awards. The award for Best Stuntsman. Whoever did something that managed to swing the situation towards victory or had a clever solution. Does anyone feel they deserve that, or deserves to recommend someone else for it?
I think Overclock won that because simply he pushed the mission through on luck.
Alright. That's pretty fair.
If you meant skill-based, like on an action they physically took, I'd say Boomer, only simply because she stopped the police.
Alright. Votes are coming in. Who votes for Boomer and who votes for Overkill?
Because of Boomer, we got him out. I failed at that, so boom, he picked up the slack there.
Alright then. So Boomer shall get the award for Best Stuntsman for blowing up roughly an entire block.
That's my job.
It
I
is.
just did my job.
We all just did our job.
But it was a little bit fascinating to think about. Best Director. For the character that worked really well with their friends, found a unique combination of talents, or simply organized the team to do something and get them towards victory.
I don't think anybody did that.
Was there any team involved here?
I mean, I got him in the building, but in the end, it wasn't necessary. Nothing spectacular.
I mean, the only person who organized anything was John's character. In that he was organizing Asagawa to go to the front, and then he was trying to help him the entire time, too.
So, we'll go ahead and pop the point over there. There was some coordination there, and it did work out rather nicely. So, we'll go ahead and do Best Director. For 1 karma, Overclock. And then Best Actor. For the character who acted the most true to the universe in believable ways, pushed the plot, either the main or their own, reached goals, or just brought the game to a little bit of life. I think I'd like to personally recommend Asagawa for this, for just having the most general interaction with NPCs.
I don't know, I couldn't tell the difference between quote and his character.
To be fair, that's kind of hard to do in general for all of us, but I think there was some effort there. I think it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the person who played their character most true to it was fucking Overclock, who just spent the entire time hacking things.
But that's just combat.
Right, but it's hacking specifically. Just his job. That's what he does.
So, go ahead and vote.
Alright. And then we give out the last point of karma. So at this point, you can spend your money, you can spend your karma, and we'll figure out downtime that happens between now and the next mission.
Are we splitting evenly, or are we compensating for explosive use and then splitting?
Now that's a party decision there.
Oh wait, we get the 71,600 as our total, not each.
Yes, as the total.
Oh.
Hold on, let's pay off general expenses.
I agree. Let's pay off the explosives and then split. How much
were the explosives?
Fuck, dude. A lot. Like, I think they were 2,500 each.
Okay, that's 2,500. Jesus, mother.
He had the most powerful explosives possible that he could possess, and it's going to be hard to get them back.
Okay, maybe get some smaller ones in the future when necessary, but okay.
No.
I don't think it's viable to just give him all the money. So we'll have to consider this a loss. We can't just give you $71,000.
No, it was. I think he used 5 of them. That's
How about
12.
we give him a constellation prize of just 25 extra? And
I
split the rest.
used 5 of them plus my 3 detonator caps. Let me look it up and see exactly how much I spent on these.
2,500 or 25,000?
2,500.
100?
100.
Okay, so that's not terrible. So 5. So that's
It's a decent chunk of change, but it's not, you know.
What was the total?
I'd be willing to refund him 25,000 and then just the rest of it.
25,000?
Yeah. A decent chunk, but
He spent 25,000?
he spent. Well, hold on. Let me think about it.
It's 12,500
Okay.
is what I spent on just the explosives, and then the detonator caps I think are 100 each, so it'd be 12,800 just to reimburse me. Hold on, I'm pulling it up in the book.
We've got to talk about how much your tricks are in the future.
Hey, you wanted good explosions.
If we give him 12,800, we all get 14,700 ourselves.
Oh, the detonator caps are 75 each,
How much did you pay?
and I used 3 of them. They're just 75 each. I used 3 of them, so 225 plus 1,250.
I mean, I don't know. We don't pay for each other's ammo.
Well, look,
That's a lot to eat for one mission. Yeah.
if he's going to spend it on that, I'm thinking maybe we either refund him a percentage or just on stuff he uses specifically for certain.
Yeah, I think a percentage should be done because otherwise.
Give me my share and I'll buy my shit again.
No, I don't mind paying into it. I don't mind paying into it a little bit if it's mission related.
How about a 50% refund?
I can agree to that. That way you're still discretionary not to always go so big.
But explosions.
Yeah, I can agree to that. That's reasonable.
So you hold on. 800 divided by 0.5.
It's 12,725. Is the total
12,725.
cost of everything I spent.
12,725 times 0.5. You got 6,363.
On top of my regular share?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. Just take that out of the main fund, and then we're gonna divide. I'm gonna just minus. Just add that to your current funds right now, and then.
Give it to me again.
6,363. 7.
As an additional note, I am going to do a Karma and Nuyen exchange, specifically because some people might need Nuyen more or might need Karma more.
Okay.
For every 2,000 Nuyen, you can get a Karma. For every Karma, you can get 2,000 Nuyen. And you can only do this for 5 Karma worth.
Just real quick, everybody take, including Turtle, take 16,310 Nuyen and add that.
Say it again.
16,310 more to everyone.
And then the explicit payment over to Boomer then.
So
That was
7.
after the payment.
I'm surprised Carbine didn't get anything.
No, he didn't do anything.
We'll have to make sure that
Carried me to the top of the roof.
Yeah. That's not really one of the things.
he ate a person and carried someone to the top of a roof.
We all had backstories.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
I literally did nothing the game, but that's how
There
it goes.
will. I'm sorry about that. I was kind of expecting more to happen or more failures.
No, this
But
was
next time will be another spotlight on each character and things that you are doing in your downtime and personal stories, specifically to avoid this kind of situation. However, this was mostly a getting to figure out how the game feels the game.
I'm giving rid of 10,000 new yen to buy 5 karma.
Alright.
And I'm putting that into the pot.
Is he paying? Wait, are you trying to get more karma?
I just did get more karma.
Up to 5 times, you can trade 2,000 credits for a
Yep,
coin.
so he paid 10,000 and you got 5.
I'm doing the same.
I'll do the same too.
Okay. Keep in mind, for each point of every 10 karma you have on your character past character generation, you get a street cred point, which basically makes you cooler.
I'm just keeping my karma right now. Question.
Yes.
The skills? What is the cap on raising those?
The cap?
Yeah.
12.
12.
Like, does it take like 3 karma to raise it up 1 past 6 or something like that?
2 times max.
I thought it was 3, but whatever.
It's 2 times max.
Okay, so if I'm at 6 right now, how many karma do I have to spend to get?
14 apparently.
Jesus Christ.
Is not cheap.
Do I call does the karma I get for paying, is that refund karma or is that just regular karma, career karma?
It is regular karma you get instead of the money reward. So you would just add it as career karma and career money.
Is this career and Tremor?
Yes.
I know.
I don't see
I
it.
believe you have to like officiate your sheet at that point or something, but
Alright, I'll look at that later. I still have to pick my contacts.
oh yes, that's very important. And aside from purchases, which we'll cover out of game and out of session, what does everyone want to do with their own downtime other than just improve skills?
Keep up with my shows.
Well, I mean,
Keep up with my games.
I'm getting in touch with my fucking escort contact because Mama did a lot of explosions today.
Alright, you're keeping up with your escort contact and partying. And what about Asagawa?
Actually, I'm going to spend this time to get the contacts I should have started with, but I couldn't because I probably blew them all when I left.
I'm gonna spend this time I guess acquiring equipment. If and just in case, I'm basically just, I don't have anything specific to do. Talking to contacts, waiting for missions. You know what? Yeah,
Okay.
collecting,
Biding time, basically.
biding
Doing
time,
takeaway.
waiting for missions. Perhaps buying equipment.
And that leaves Carbine. What is Carbine going to do with downtime?
Fuck Boomer.
Seriously, you guys having sex?
Why not? I mean, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be all the sea of prostitutes and cocaine.
Alright, so Carbine's going to be along for the party. Isn't that going to be exciting? Alright.
I
I
mean, I'm
believe
in the
that is enough
house.
to just go ahead and call it here and end stream. If
I
it's
just
not already.
pressed Shummer.
Well, that happens pretty often.
Yeah, I went over to